Hey YouTube, this is Primetime Pokemon. In this video, I'll be opening up 10 brand new Mega Evolution Pokemon booster packs. Now this set, like I just mentioned, officially released yesterday, September 26th, 2025. I am very excited to get these packs opened up, mainly because this is a new set in a new series of Pokemon cards. So Scarlet and Violet has concluded. Now we're on to Mega Evolution. So this is essentially the base set in that new series of sets. As the title implies, the new type of mechanism, or really the returning type of mechanism in the set, is the Mega EX card. And just like in years past, which I think Mega EX first came out in the XY series of sets, Mega Pokemon, at least 3 prize cards are taken instead of 1 when a Mega EX is knocked out. So these booster packs I did buy from Walmart for $4.97 a piece, so about 10% more than MSRP. And I'll explain a lot more in detail throughout this video what's happening with the Pokemon trading card game, but even at 10% more than MSRP, that's still a very good deal. So essentially there are 188 total cards in this expansion, 132 in the main part of the set. So before I get to opening the booster packs, I will head over to tcgplayer.com, the website that has the price guide for the set. Now again, this set just released, so the prices will be going down a little bit, but if you take a look here, you can see that the 2 new type of cards, sort of a gold colored Mega EX in both Lucario and Gardevoir, the 2 most valuable cards in the set, worth right now $500 to $550. All of the Pokemon EX in this set are Mega. There are 10 new Mega EX available, and then something new with this set, a couple of new things. You have trainer cards that are full arts, but not just the supporter cards. You have things like item and tool cards that are also available, as well as stadium cards as full art ultra rares. And then this set does reintroduce the mirror holofoil cards, last seen in the Diamond and Pearl series of sets, really the series of sets that I first had when I started YouTube. So you can see some of the more valuable cards in the set. It's a big drop off from sort of the top cards in the set competitively. I'd say Lily's Determination is the best card in the set, but there's some other decent cards competitively as well. Now if I do pull anything very valuable, I can always jump on over to the price guide at the end of the video and then show the prices. So bear with me here and I will get these booster packs opened up. Now before I get too far into this video, if you have any recommendations for me on what you want me to open, or if you have some good websites for relatively cheap Pokemon cards, which those are 2 words that really don't go together anymore, cheap and Pokemon cards, so 3 words, but it's very tough to find Pokemon cards at the current time. So 4 different cover artwork designs for the booster packs in this set. Mega Kangaskhan on the first one, and of course you rip open the cardboard, and the booster pack on the inside necessarily doesn't have the same cover artwork design. This one does have Mega Lucario. So let's get this booster pack opened up. Certainly let me know in the comment section of this video what your favorite card from this set would be. I think it's been about 3 months since I've last done an opening video on YouTube, so I'm excited to post some more content here. Strudel, the first card in the first pack, Energy Switch, an always useful trainer card. Heliolisk, Corphish, Ninjask, Marshadow, Fighting Gong, which there's a couple of trainer cards in this set that are good for fighting type Pokemon. This one allows you to search your deck for a basic fighting energy card or a basic fighting Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. We have the 2 reverse holos, just like the Scarlet and Violet series of sets. First one here would be Thievul, second would be Snom, and then the final card would be one of the legendary beasts from the 2nd generation Pokemon in Raikou. Then you have the energy card, and I was seeing a little bit of green back there, but they have changed what the Pokemon TCG codes look like. You can give that away, and that's some of my fondest memories of Pokemon cards, is really competing competitively. Okay, I'll just quickly rip open the cardboard here and go to the next one, Mega Lucario on the cover artwork of the cardboard. But really, COVID shut down all of that in-person events, and really my personal life has just got busier. I have 2 children now. My oldest will be 4 in a couple of weeks, and my youngest just turned 1. Numel starts the second pack. Delmise, Krogunk, Delibird, Solrock, Crawdont, Magnezone, Curlia. Would like to pull a Mega Gardevoir out, that is for sure. You have a Kadabra, which there is a very nice Alakazam illustration rare, I believe, in one of the 2 Elite Trainer boxes for this set. Ooh, look at that beautiful one. This is a Mega Absol EX, and this, I believe, is a full art version. So very, very nice. One of 10 different Mega EX cards in the set. Now, to be honest with everyone, I bought a bunch of these packs. I think I bought 7 of each cover artwork design, so 28 total packs, mainly because a lot of kids in my neighborhood, they can't find Pokemon cards in stores, so then I just buy them at $4.97 a pack, sell them to them for $5 a pack. I think I take like a 23-cent loss on each pack after tax, but just to help my neighbor kids out that actually like Pokemon quite well. But I've opened up 2 packs. I had my younger daughter pick out a pack, and then my older daughter pick out a pack. Neither had anything good, so that is an excellent pull right there. So Mega Absol EX. And like I said, those Mega Pokemon 3 prize cards are taken instead of 1. They are basic Pokemon, so you're not actually having to evolve like a Mega Charizard X or Y, or a Charizard into a Mega Charizard, anything like that. So now we have Mega Venusaur. Rip that open here. Now the advanced booster box, or the enhanced rather, does come with a Bulbasaur, a stamped illustration rare. And that is a big factor in me not doing a lot of videos lately. You go online, Collector's Cache is a site that I used to use all the time. Game Nerds. Booster boxes are almost twice the price of MSRP. It is just unreal, and I just can't pull the trigger and pay that much money for Pokemon cards. Let me know how you guys are doing. Are you spending way more than MSRP, or are you also just restraining from buying some Pokemon cards? Makuhita starts this one. Fearow, Nincada, Knackley, Premium Power Pro. Now this is the other fighting type trainer card I was talking about. During this turn, attacks used by your fighting Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Grumpig, Forest of Vitality, Cinderace. Ooh, there's a beautiful looking Bulbasaur. So just like I mentioned, the illustration rare, the stamped form you can get in the enhanced booster box. This is one of several different illustration rares. I believe there are 22 total in this set. So back-to-back pulls with something good. And then you have an Yveltal, which would be the rare in the pack. The guaranteed rare holo. I have been doing a little bit more Pokemon related, just not Pokemon cards. My older daughter, who I mentioned will be 4 in October. Her and I watched all of the seasons of the Pokemon anime, the original series. So she likes Pokemon quite well. And then, as I mentioned in a video a couple weeks back, I'm doing a lot of emulation. I bought an AYN Odin 2 Portal, so I do a lot of emulation. Went through a lot of the Mario games, and I'm just starting to play Pokemon Heart Gold. So I've not actually played those games in the past, so it's nice. Pokemon Crystal, one of my favorite games of all time. Of course, there's now a remake for Pokemon Crystal. I actually started up Pokemon Crystal for the Game Boy Color just to have a little bit of nostalgia. Riolu starts this one. Vulpix. Tinkatuff. You see that green edge back there, just that code card. Seedot. Shedinja. Ninetales. Inteleon. There's Makuhita. Second reverse holo would be a Litleo, so another illustration rare. Excellent pull right there. And then the final card would be a Kyogre, a mascot Pokemon for Pokemon Sapphire. Put a lot of hours into that for the Game Boy Advance. Been doing, like I said, a lot of sort of more of just watching nostalgic video game videos and actually playing the video games. It's much easier just to watch a 15-20 minute video sometime than sit down and play a game for a long time. Went through one of my favorite games of all time for the Nintendo GameCube, Mario Kart Double Dash. I did beat that entire game recently. From 50cc all the way up through mirror mode, I was able to get first place on every single track. Seedot starts this one. Tyrogue, Snover, Baniri, Lily's Determination. So like I said, one of the most competitive cards coming from this set. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 6 cards if you have exactly 6 prize cards remaining, or draw 8 cards instead. So a very good card. Shiftry, Gumshoes, Chi-Yu, Raikou, what I pulled as a holo earlier, and then an Alakazam. Alakazam is one of my favorite Pokemon. I would say probably top 15 Pokemon. I don't know if it makes that top 10 cut, but definitely one of my favorites. I know watching the original series for the Pokemon anime, definitely still to this day with Sabrina, just a very creepy and it almost gave me nightmares, at least when I was younger, just with the Kadabra there. It is nice to see Kadabra back in the Pokemon TCG. Alrighty. Clauncher starts this one. Tinkatink, Nickit, Miltank, Garganacl, Goldango, Fighting Gong, Meganium, the first of the 2 reverse solos, and Snom. And the final card would be another Kyogre. Like I mentioned, 188 cards in this set, so it's a little bit smaller than some of the Scarlet and Violet series of sets. Now, like I mentioned, with the scarcity of Pokemon cards, it's been this way for pretty much any Walmart that I've been to. No matter what's on the shelves, if I ever am lucky enough to see in-stock products at Walmart, even if the set's worth nothing, everything still sells. It is just crazy. I think the Walmart that I went to had Mega Evolution on the release day, had the full display box. What is there? At least 100 booster packs in one of those display boxes. I went there this morning. They had nothing left at all for the Mega Evolution set. They had the mini tins there originally, 2 cases of them. They had a whole box of the 3-pack blisters, and then however many booster packs, the sleeve booster packs, that I'm opening up in one of the large boxes, everything gone. So it is very frustrating that they just go so quickly. And it really takes away a lot of the fun of Pokemon card collecting. It's so hard to find the cards, and then you can't go online like you used to be able to and get them for less than MSRP. Sealed products, you're looking at 2 or 3 times the MSRP. Booster boxes at this time, I think MSRP wise, $160 or so. Cheapest I could find is almost $300. That is just unreal. Too many scalpers really out there, and it's unfortunate. It'd be nice to see the Pokemon Company International just increase production, but to this point in time, it still hasn't happened. Young Goose starts this one. We have Tangela, Clauncher, Pachirisu, Executor, Risky Ruins, Houndstone, Garnacle, Jinx, and the final card, another Kyogre. So I think this opening's urging me to go and play some Pokemon Sapphire, I think. I do prefer the water-type Pokemon overall. So like I said, I started Heart Gold for the Nintendo DS and chose Totodile as my starter. For Alligator, the first Pokemon I ever got to level 100 in any Pokemon games. Alright, here we have a Sizzlipede, Sandslash, Execute, Gimmighoul, Celebi, Volcanion, Lily's Determination, and at one point in time, supporters like this were $4 or $5 a piece. Now a lot of times, these cards will be printed so often and in so many different sets, they're less than $1 or so. So that's good for the competitive scene. It isn't costing so much to play competitively. Ninetales, the first reverse holo, Heliolisk, and the final card would be a Meganium. Actually, my middle brother, when he played the Pokemon video games, I think he had Pokemon Silver, and he chose, which it would eventually be Meganium, he chose the Grass-type starter, which is usually the least favorite of all the generations. There are a few exceptions out there. So Mega Gardevoir on this one. 1 pack left to go. Would like to pull a special illustration rare, which there are 10 total in this set, but the most valuable cards would be those gold cards. Gimmighoul starts the second last pack. Sizzlipede, Nuzleaf, Sandslash, Lily's Determination, doing very well with this card, Celebi, Crawdaunt, Stonejourner, Second reverse holo would be a Greavard. And the final card, oh, skipped it. It would be, oh nice, another Mega Pokemon, this time a Mega Kangaskhan EX. So another full art version of the Mega Pokemon. So this one, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may use this ability, draw 2 cards. And then rapid fire combo, 200 damage plus. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 50 more damage for each heads. And right now I haven't seen anything too spectacular for the Mega Pokemon, where any new decks are really going to be built around it so much. It just is a big sacrifice, giving your opponent 3 prize cards when one of your Pokemon is knocked out. Essentially, they have to knock out 2 Pokemon, and you lose the game. All right, final pack here. Probably my favorite cover artwork design of the 4. Like I said, if I can get my hands on more Pokemon cards, I would certainly like to open up one of the 2 Elite Trainer boxes, one that features Mega Lucario, and then the one that features Mega Gardevoir has that Alakazam illustration rare that I was talking about. $49.99 MSRP. I could go ahead and buy them online for about $99.99, so I just can't do it. It doesn't make economic sense to me, now that I am a parent after all, and these hobbies just aren't as high priority, and I just don't have enough time as I'd like to do them. Numel starts this one. Delmise, Krogunk, Delibird, Ninetales, Spiritomb, Mega Signal, Risky Ruins, Marshadow, and the final card would be a Cinderace. But I have 4 cards to summarize from 10 packs. I'll take these types of pulls anytime, that is for sure. So give me a moment and I will summarize all my good pulls. All right, like I said, 4 cards to summarize. I was able to pull out a couple of illustration rares. Really was looking forward to pulling this Bulbasaur, and I did it right away. And was able to pull a Litleo as well. And for those investing in the future, if you're buying individual cards, I do think cards like this will be valuable. They're not worth a lot right now, but any card that is collectible is usually beautiful looking, and these types of cards have some of the best looking artwork out there. Then I was able to pull out 2 of the Pokemon EX. I believe both are the full art versions. I was able to pull out Mega Kangaskhan and then Mega Absol. So there you have it. There's a look at the brand new Mega Evolution set. So before I go, I do want to shout out a few of my neighbor kids. There's Gavin, Brantley, and Lincoln. Those are the 3 of the kids that always come over to buy packs from me, and it's always a good thing to have youngsters like that that are into the Pokemon TCG and are excited for Pokemon card collecting. Of course, everyone at the school that I work at, lots of kids there are fans of my channel. They always ask me when I'm coming out with a new video, so I hope you enjoyed this one as well. And that's really another reason that I haven't done so many videos lately. Been so busy with work. I actually was promoted on a professional level from being in charge of 1 school to be in charge of 2 schools, so essentially the whole district when it comes to maintenance and custodial work. So very busy, but I hope to find a lot more time to do Pokemon card openings. That is, if I can find some Pokemon cards in stores or at reasonable prices. So again, thank you everyone for watching. As always, before you go, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the like button on this video. Those 2 things help greatly. And again, if you have any recommendations for what you want me to open in the future, certainly let me know if you have any thoughts on this set, or if you have thoughts on the current state of the Pokemon TCG with high prices and low supply, it does seem like. Certainly let me know as well. Otherwise, thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.